Asa mencipta Aspire P3 Ultrabook yang berkuasa dan ringan dengan menggunakan Intel Inside supaya kita dapat menerokai hidup selain daripada kehidupan harian.
It's my destiny.
The new Acer Aspire P3 Ultrabook, inspired by Intel.
All this while, I think, under Malaysia political circumstances, our environment, people has been asking the EXCO and even the minister to do all this micromanagement things, which I think we have to take a new approach, educate the people. Well, it's not easy. I know it's very tough. When I make this statement, you were stunned, you know. And this morning when I answered a question from a reporter, he was stunned. She asked me about, you know, the sinking of apartments and causing the crack of the building, all these things. I said, no, I'm no Superman. I'm not in a position to answer your questions. You get the Dato' Bandar to answer your question because he should be hands-on of what is happening in his municipal, not me. Of course, when the matters come to the state, then yes, I have to deal with it. But this is under them. They have actually reported to the state government, okay, on the progress, asking for directive that they are given, and that was before me. So if I pretend to know that matter, then I'm not being honest.
Do you think that the portfolio that you are taking on is a bit of a hot potato because it's so close to the people?
Yes. So that is the reason why I said I give myself also 5 years to tell you that this is the new approach. This is a correct approach. I have to do the right thing, and I have to do the thing right.
It's a risk, though. Would you have preferred a different portfolio?
Well, since I've taken it, I have to proceed.
Do you have some benchmark for yourself in this 5 years?
I will not be able to say benchmark, but today, in fact, I had my first Tenko meeting on Tuesday, 3 days back. I put up a 5-year action plan, which was agreed upon. And thereafter, on the following day, I presented to the EXCO meeting, which I also confirmed or endorsed the 5-year plan. So I work on this 5-year plan. Of course, this is the first draft. Along the way, it has to be further improved, further enriched, and perhaps amended, you know, when it is probably not accurate, you know, or not suitable adjustment has to be done, yes. But I start off with a 5-year framework.
Can you share like key elements of your 5-year?
Yes, 5 areas. Okay, the first one will be where I want all the majlis to concentrate on the core business. So to improve on the core business, we have to talk about the audit, we have to talk about the supervisions, financial control, and I'm also embarking on, I would say, a project to standardize the procedures, the SOP, set up the SOP for applications, for permit, for license, for development order, which is at present there's still some differences between the different majlis. So this one I have to do, and this has not been actually seriously looked into before. And I'm looking at also areas like we may have to appoint more employees to take over the job now undertaken by the contractors. This is actually something can be quite controversial, but as the figure shows, for example, this morning I was briefed by the MBSA. They have a total number of 1,300 employees. When in Penang, for the Penang Island, they have 3,600 employees. For municipal, which is very much smaller, probably half the size, and also lesser income, they have more employees because they have been actually taking over the job from the contractors.
So this is more efficient, you feel, that you take over the job of the contractors?
And yes, efficiencies and competencies.
Which is kind of the same model as taking over from Alam Flora, isn't it?
Yes, this is a further step. But of course, this one will need further discussion and debate.
But you need a lot more allocation for this one.
Not necessary. Because when you give to contractors, you give them profit.
I see.
Yes. But of course, to take over, you have to spend on your capital expenditures. So there are pros and cons. But to ensure efficiencies, perhaps we may have to spend more even if we take over. Because after all, Majlis is supposed to provide service. It is not a profit-making body or agencies.
What kind of service do you plan to take over?
I think garbage collections and cleaning, these are the things that we need, the maintenance of the public amenities.
This will, as you said, it might be controversial, bound to hurt the private sector because you're taking away contracts that they
It may hurt those employers, but not employees, because even if we give to the contractor now, a lot of them employ foreigners to work, and hence depriving the work opportunity for the local people. This is the first aspect. Second aspect is to build a positive image for the PBT. Now, PBT, I think they also strive to provide good service, but a lot of things that has been done was not seen, not visible. So we have to do things like this. That's the reason why I give them a project, a challenge, to build 500 playground in the next 5 years in whole of Selangor. So when I say playground, there are few elements that must be included, because I have myself done it in my constituencies. I have upgraded 12 playgrounds within 5 years with my allocations, other allocations. In fact, our Majlis has been spending this money every year. Thousands have been spent there, but not visible. So I said, well, this is part of your job, your core business. Okay? So you do this with a concerted effort so that people see that, yes, you are actually, they see it, they feel it, that you have provided your services to us. This is the basic thing that we need for our children. Okay? Then, at the same time, when it's visible, you build up, in the meantime, you build up an image, a positive image. Yes, you are doing something.
Something like a PR exercise?
It's not pure exercise because you're providing the basic amenities. Meanwhile, no concerted effort was done. So that's why what has been done is not visible. So now we package it, let the people know, yes, concrete. For example, there are 500, for example, they have, I believe within MPK, we may have 300 fields. So when you put one, you have, say your allocations, you have only, you can afford only to buy 50 sets of slides. You cannot fill everywhere, but you have to give everyone to show that you're fair. You have to distribute. My idea now is that no, we package it together, we put together. Okay, every year for every state constituencies, we provide 2 full sets of these facilities. Okay, which must include 5 elements. Okay, pondok, there must be 1 pondok. There must be a set of outdoor gyms comprised of 4 sets actually, 4 sets of outdoor gym, 2 sets of the playground facilities, slide, swing, okay, so on and so forth. Then 4 benches, then a solar light. So it's seen as one package. So imagine, we start in every state constituency, you have 2 a year. In Klang, there are 9 state constituency. Within a year, you get 18. In PJ, under PJ, there are 14 state constituencies. within a year, you can do 28, you can upgrade 28 field. Okay, in whole Selangor, every month you will increase, you will have, every year, you will have 112 padang being upgraded. 5 years down the road, you will have more than 500. But I'm targeting at only 500. So imagine if the whole project is successful. 5 years down the road, you observe, yes, they have done something.
Yeah, something playground, something visible.
Visible, yes. At least when people criticize, they have to acknowledge, yes, they've done. Yeah, the money is spent here. So this is what they have failed to do. They've done quite a lot of things. You look at the accounts and you look, you know, if you do inspection, they've done, but not been seen. So it may be PR, but actually they're doing something to build up the image. So it is not a purely PR exercise. PR exercise is just a show off, but people don't feel it. Yes, it's an advertisement. This is more than that.
So going back to the first point where you have to take over the contracts, right? Wouldn't it add more headache for the local council? Instead, before they just deal with the contractor, now they have to organize everything, sort out all their employees.
This is part of the job. In fact, under Shah Alam, we had problem when Alam Flora, they create the problem for us. At that time, they don't have anyone. They had to do from scratch. Whereas in Klang, before that, they had set up their own team. When, you know, that is the reason why during that period, Klang didn't have much problem, because they had their in-house already ready and in the running. So when this happened, they just have to expand.
Are you confident that they can actually take over in a short period of time?
We're not going to take over 100%. Now, Shah Alam, they have taken about 10%. So we are targeting, may increase to 30%, then later on to 50%. So perhaps 50-50 will be a better choice. That we will look at it. But long run, we have to take more back from contractors.
50% is the target in 5 years.
Well, this one, I will leave it to the consultant to study. I will not say that, you know, just based on my gut feelings, 50% is the best, no. I will go by the expert opinion. But policy-wise, yes, I'm going to head towards that direction.
Talking about the action plan, some are curious to know why the local election is not included.
I just mentioned about 2. I have 6. So next.
Okay.
Yes, I have it. I have it. Yes. Okay. Next is democratization of PBT. Mendemokrasikan PBT.
But you didn't announce this in the PC.
Yes, I did.
You did?
I didn't announce that part. I just picked the important part. Okay. In this process, democratizations of PBT. First thing, I will give them the deadline. Those who are present at the Selangor meeting agreed, and this has been agreed by the ESCO. By 30th August this year, out of 12, 8 majlis will have live telecasts of their monthly meeting at the website. And they will also put up the minutes of meeting on the website. This is historic. For the first time, I think Malaysia Kini, you don't have a tent, you just sit at the office and you know what is happening. This is the deadline that I gave them. They agreed. And of course, we are going to proceed on the local government elections. Because I have to go, first step, must get the bill passed first. I set a deadline, end of next year.
End of next year, the first election? Or
Yes.
the bill to be passed out?
Elections. If I'm unable to do so, then I will have to give an answer by then.
End of 2014.
Yes. This target date set.
The bill has been drafted.
How far along?
Yes, it was drafted, and in fact, it was supposed to be presented to the House, to table in the House, more than a year ago. But there was some question raised, so it was pulled back. Then we are going to go through again.
Question raised by who? What sort of question?
I think that's over. We look forward.
Right.
But you can solve the problem now.
Well, that's why I give myself a deadline, end of next year. If I am unable to do it, then I will tell the people, I have to explain why I have not been able to do it by end of next year.
But it was reported that PAS is not reluctant to implement the election, even if Khalisah admitted.
No, never mind. I set the deadline. I set the deadline.
Can you've got a year to convince PAS?
Well, give me a year. I don't want this to become a political issues. I want it to be a administration issues. And meanwhile, also we are now talking about limiting the terms of tenure for the appointed councillors.
Now it's 1 year, right?
Now is one term is 2 years, so we are talking about a maximum of 2 terms for the appointments of local councillors.
There's no limit at all right now.
Pardon?
There's no limit at all. How many terms someone can
And
give?
at present, no. Yes. Because it will involve some mechanism issues, but well, that is another issue. But policy-wise, we are trying to set, and this is being discussed.
Okay. So the 2-term maximum limit has not been actually agreed upon by the EXCO, but it's just
Still, yes, in the discussions. Yes.
Okay, about the live streaming of the local council meeting.
Yes.
What about the other 4?
The other 4, that is district council, for which I did not push for it. There are mainly 2 reasons. Firstly, the financial positions. You will have this, for this project, you will incur expenses, which is to this 4, they may not be able to do it. Yeah. Secondly, is because we have to look at the users of the internet in this area. You know, Ulu Selangor, Sabak Bernam, maybe lower, may not be really feasible. Of course, commercially we talk about feasible. It's not a feasibility problem, but it may not worthwhile to do so,
so it's
especially when the finance is not strong enough to do that.
Selangor, Sabak Bernam, the other 2.
Ulu Selangor, Sabar Bernam, Kuala Selangor, and Kuala Langat. Yes. But if they are ready, well, they should do it. Yeah.
But the financial problem can be solved easily, right? You can just get the location from the state government.
We are not going to do things just because we try to cut down on subsidizing local council unnecessarily. And imagine if the user of internet or the coverage is not wide enough, it is not practical to do so.
So you want local councils to be financially independent?
Yes, they are supposed to be.
Are they not?
Some yes, they have problems. Just as I said, certain things we don't enforce them, including just now we're talking about upgrading 500 fields. Some I have indicated to them, if you have financial problem, then we come to talk and see how the state can help. And that we will subsidize, things like that.
So we've gone through 3. We've got 3 more.
Yes.
3 more.
Next is this is to improve the welfare of our officers and workers at local governments.
Acer mencipta Aspire P3 Ultrabook yang berkuasa dan ringan dengan menggunakan Intel Inside supaya kita dapat menerokai hidup selain daripada kehidupan harian.
It's my destiny!
The new Acer Aspire P3 Ultrabook, inspired by Intel.